You know, after today, we'll have our top 4. After today, we know which 4 teams will get some points. And we also know teams who don't get any points and who've gone home.
Good point.
Yep. And that's what we're in right now. That's the phase we're in. We already said goodbye to 3 teams in total. 1 more goes home today. And it's either Fnatic or Empire.
Yeah, could be either team.
I believe we have a biased person on the couch.
No, I'm impartial. I'm just
yeah?
using my judgment, Sheebs. I have no stake in this game either way. I don't have any money riding on it. I'm just intrigued.
All right.
But I personally think Fnatic are going to pull it out. That's all I'm saying.
You know, we need a more balanced couch. It's just
You're
that
right.
simple.
We do.
We lost Fog. We need a replacement.
We need
also.
a guest.
We need a
Someone else
guest
to join us.
If only someone could knock on that door and be ready for.
Oh,
what?
Who
What?
could it be?
It is Killer Pigeons!
Darren, your shoes are untied, mate.
Oh,
Your
okay.
shoes.
Can you hold that?
Yeah, I'll hold your drink. Your shoes.
Okay.
Just tie them.
Can he tie his shoelace? Oh,
What?
Whoa!
Ooh, what was that?
Wow!
You okay?
Need monster now.
Come
My
and have a
heart's going
sit
like
down.
100.
My
What?
goodness.
Trying to kill me?
Wowee.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Woo.
This is not a circus, but it could be.
Your shoelace is still untied.
Yeah, no, your shoelace is actually
You're right.
untied.
I'm like so distracted by that. Okay, so for those at home, you take the little loops, you wrap them around. I didn't learn this until I was about 11.
Yeah.
I was a
Well,
slow
I
learner.
know a few other people in the Dota scene who haven't been able to tie their shoelaces until fairly recently.
Or
Sandals
ties.
and Velcros.
Or
you know?
ties, or ride bicycles, or anything. It's,
Or maybe iron their shirts.
yeah.
You know.
It's incredible. You would not believe how incompetent half the people are in just day-to-day stuff, you know? But they know all this. They know everything about Dota, but they can't tie their own shoes.
This is
Mind
actually-
Specialization.
Welcome back, by the way.
Thank you for having me back.
Yeah.
My bad predictions, I thought that would have got rid of me, but you know.
Well, we need you here because we have Ted that is a little bit already edging towards the side of Fnatic.
Little one-sided.
And we need
that
an
mean
Empire advocate.
So I have to go for Empire.
Yeah.
I mean, not saying that I wouldn't, but I have to. Okay.
That was the implication.
I would appreciate it if you would.
Like anything is better than UK Dota. So I will take Empire. I'll represent them.
You'll represent Empire. Ted will represent Fnatic.
I don't think we speak either. Like I don't speak Russian. Do you speak any other language at all, Ted?
I heard you say some German just now.
Yeah.
Oh, you speak German?
I don't know what you
Yeah,
said.
yeah.
No, I only know a tiny bit.
Okay. Right.
Oh, you mean the word? Oh, I can't remember.
He just said a word. I remembered it, but I
It
feel
was.
like, oh, Ted
I'll look
speaks
it up,
German.
and I'll look it up, and I'll get back to you. Hold on.
I've got like
The shadow
schnell.
You
Florida?
carry on. No,
I've
no,
got
shut up.
schnell. Yeah, that'll get me like very basic questions if they speak it into me in English. But I'm not very good at German.
Okay. Well, you don't need to be. Luckily, we do everything in English here, which is really great. Another thing that was done in English is the interview that Owen had with Pilot Dai.
I want to get a bit of an insight onto the series yesterday. It was a bit of a crazy one, as expected from you guys. Game 3, what happened? It looked very close.
Yeah, I don't know. Like we were, like you try to like, what do you say? Reflect on the game afterwards. Like was the draft good? Was the draft bad? And I think it took a while for us. Like first we were like, yeah, our draft was good, and then it's like, no, the draft was really bad actually. And then it was good, but I think we landed on like, it wasn't that easy to play. Like we probably got out drafted, but then also like we talk about a few moments in that game. Like we did win that game. Like we kind of did, or at least like we had this setup to win it. So like, yeah, I mean it's the usual really. Like yeah, we should have done that, and we probably would have won. It's like yeah.
What is your opinion on the Eternal Envy Shaman, and are we going to see Envy allowed to come in with some more of his crazy off-the-wall ideas?
I'm not sure. Like the thing is, you won't stop him. Like if the last pick, you're discussing, it's 10 seconds left on the clock. Like something's gonna happen.
I hope we don't stop. We see Envy continue to do these off-the-wall picks. Anyway, back to you, Steve, in the studio.
I hope so too, and that would be great. More innovative picks, and even though Shadow Shaman didn't work, we did hear that sometimes it did work for him in pubs and scrims. So, we need to have a constant developing of the meta, if you will.
It's like Will said, Dota is a game of innovation.
Yeah.
And if you only pick the same few heroes, especially on the pro scene, they're always playing against those heroes, which is something we forget quite often. Is if you see the same heroes day in, day out, you know what to expect, you know how to play against them, you've had a lot of practice against them, so while they may be very good, chucking in the occasional spanner is the way to do it. By the way, the word
Yeah.
which I think applies to quite a few people in the Dota scene, probably myself included, and apologies to German viewers, it's Backpfeifengesicht, which means a face badly in need of a fist.
Wow.
See,
There's someone that just wants slapping.
that, of course you have that
It's
word.
a great word.
Like I think they're gonna flame. I'm gonna say it's like it's just feature engine. I think that's close. It's rubber ducky.
Okay.
And that made me happy knowing that one.
Only the Germans could make rubber ducky sound ominous.
I know, right?
Yeah,
It's like a great word.
yeah.
You guys are great at German. Loving it for sure. Fnatic, to go back to Dota,
Yeah.
is going up against Empire. And Owen had a chance to talk to Ghostic right before.
Thank you very much, Sheev. Yes, I'm here with Ghostic once again from Team Empire. Ghostic, you guys, you're still in the competition. You managed to hold on yesterday. You looked like you'd sorted out a lot of the problems that you maybe had earlier on in the tournament. How do you feel coming to this day? You're up against, of course, Fnatic, a team that's had some pretty strong performances.
Well, we'll see. We watched some replays of our yesterday's game and of our opponent. Kind of analyzed something. We'll see. Hopefully, we're gonna do good today.
And we're starting to see, I don't know if you've seen some of the other games in this tournament, some sort of crazy picks. Obviously, Secret yesterday trying something a little different. You don't have to tell us if in specifics, but is there a chance that we could see some crazy stuff from Empire down the line?
Well, I don't think so. Like, not no Terrorblade fourth position, but it was kind of really good when we watched that game when they switched Terrorblade to fourth position. When they had a really good hero against Terrorblade, it was really amazing.
Well, there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Ghostic from Team Empire.
Yeah, and in case you forgot what Ghostic did yesterday, he played a boss Nature's Prophet. What you laughing at?
Nothing. I knew everybody's been talking about this. Do we have a clip or something like that? Is that what we're?
The Nature's Prophet?
Yeah.
I don't think.
I don't
We
know.
don't?
We
Okay.
don't.
No.
But it was
Oh.
so you know, it was a best of 3 series.
Okay.
Immortals won the first game, and they won it very handedly. Like there were 3 cores that were basically unkillable for
Okay.
Empire, and it looked hopeless. And we thought, you know what, this could be a very quick 2-0 at this rate.
Right.
And then I don't know, something clicked in Empire, and they played so fast. And Ghostic's Nature's Prophet, he played Enigma in the second game.
Yes.
Was great as well. But in that third game, he was all over the place. He set the tempo so high. It was such a joy to watch. I'm not even sure if they're going to let it through in the draft for
Wow.
today.
I mean, I think most of his black holes were at least 3 people, which is in this day and
Yeah.
age, everyone's so split. It's hard to do that. And yeah, the Nature's Prophet was all people want to talk about because they had decent heroes to deal with. They had the type of heroes that go looking for these split.
They had an IO. They were up against an IO. Normally, you
puck.
don't pick a Nature's Prophet into that. Yeah, it was great. We have a draft, actually, so we can take a look and see if we are going to get another
Let's do
Nature's
it,
Prophet like
Sheeps.
that. Ooh, but before we go into
Oh,
the
wait,
draft,
let's
there's
not do
one
it.
thing you have to keep in mind, that you can vote for your MVP. And please, actually vote for your MVP. I have high hopes for you, Twitch chat. I know that it's been a rough one today, but I do appreciate it if, you let your heart speak and, you look for a player that you really think, oh, I want to play Dota like that guy. And that's the person you vote for. How about that?
It's
Good
going
luck.
to be DJ or FN because they are the shortest.
I think it'll be MV.
MV, no
Yeah.
matter what?
Envy's got a lot of
think it'll
fans
be
around the
MV.
world, right?
People always like if he does well, they'll vote MV. If he makes a big mistake, they'll vote MV. So my mind.
I mean, there's a chance of that for sure. Hey, Nature's Prophet banned first phase.
Wowzers.
Some respect coming out. The
Yeah.
Gyro's band as well. Just an all-around good hero. I wonder if they'll target out the offlane a little bit more. I mean, that is probably a big concern. I mean, that's not to discredit anyone. Empire have very strong cores, very strong supports. It's all round. It's looking like a formidable team, and they do love to play super aggressive. So maybe Fnatic will focus more on the laning phase just to make sure Team Empire don't get ahead. Actually, it's quite peculiar we see a lifesteal ban that early. Not your typical choices. Tusk to be expected. I mean, I talk about this guy a lot because he's always picked, almost always. It's such a great pos for.
I think Tusk's amazing.
He's great,
We
right?
haven't seen him much because he gets banned so
He
much.
gets banned a lot, but we've seen some great ice shards.
Oh,
it
yeah.
just
Yeah.
changes the.
It's like the new Earthshaker. And, ooh, tiny. I mean, he did make it through. Omni made it through too. It's not a bad pick to make him response, but I don't know. Fnatic might want to go for something a little bit more dominant in the laning phase. Because Omni more that creep towards dominance over your opponent. The problem is, if you get put up against a tiny, it's more of a draw. And while you can actually take that as a win against a tiny, you'd rather just come out ahead in a lane.
Of course.
That's a Razor.
It's good.
I'm just waiting. I'm not gonna lie. I am waiting for DJ's hero to be picked up so I can say that's a true DJ special.
Oh my god, we're going to be on this all day, aren't we? At least all Fnatic, yeah.
You know, the producer Dagny said to me she spent a whole day picking out all the music, and that was a day wasted.
And there it is. I was going to say, this is actually nice to pick up because obviously Omni-Knight cancel out by Razor. You get the Razor, Omni-Knight is kind of just a given choice.
Thomas is all the music we need, to be quite honest with you.
Oh,
He
Thomas
plays
is
everything.
fantastic.
He does actually play everything. You just say, hey, I want this. No
And he goes,
problem.
no problem, I the tiger, boom.
Got him.
And, well, Rubik, just a good counter against the Razor, really. You still got this issue that it's not really going to stop the Razor chasing down at the moment with the Omni-Knight there as well. If you get into early fights, you've got the Repel. And if you quickly get rid of the Rubik, I mean, Rubik's one of those heroes that just changes the tempo in a team fight if he snatches the right spell.
Luna.
I could see that with the Rubik, pick up something like a Sand King, you can easily just turn that into kills quickly, so it's not the worst thing to ban. Also, fast-moving hero can run away from Razor quite
I
easily.
also think the push potential of Luna and Tiny is perhaps too much for anyone to bear. You lose one team fight and all of a sudden you've lost a whole lane.
Speaking of push, Team Empire, they could, I mean, not definitely going to look at it in the third, but maybe fourth pick, go for something like Death Prophet. It's not too bad here. We see Razor, DP come out in matches a lot. I wonder if that's what Fnatic might ban out next. But first, we've got to find out what Empire wants to do. I mean, we haven't seen any supports yet on the side of Fnatic.
No, that's why I was still waiting.
Yeah?
DJ special. Let's go.
You're getting buzzed for it. What's it
Yeah.
going to be?
I mean, I could have waited, you know, to say it and actually say it when it came, but I just got too impatient. I couldn't hold it.
I mean, they could go for the Sand King themselves. I don't know if I like it here. I think,
Sinking
Team
into
Empire
Rubik
more.
is always tricky.
yeah, because like Rubik and Sand King together, that's great. Team Empire want that. So maybe you've got something you want to just combo it with and deny Empire the pick.
We got two heavy push heroes banned out by Fnatic. It looks like they are a little bit worried about maybe having Empire play a very fast-paced game. So they want to kind of,
I mean,
well, prevent that.
Yeah,
Also,
Teb's
their
right.
catch at the moment is like 0.
Yes.
So a Lycan would be really bad for them.
Speedy bugger.
It would be rough. But I still like something like Death Prophet, Dragonite, just these dominant mids we see come out time and time again. Once you get Tiny on the field, you do have a lot of split push, but also these, like Tiny plus one of those two heroes is a really tanky front line.
Io is still there, I'd like to
Yeah.
see.
I wouldn't mind seeing another game. It's been a while.
It's been yesterday.
Well,
Literally yesterday.
I mean, like you see it pop up too much. Like I know NA do it a lot, but other regions it usually gets banned out first phase, or it's just teams will ignore it. But it's not bad here. I do like it for Fnatic. It's a lot of chase, but Empire could run it as well.
Oh, look. There's a DJ special banned out.
You're gonna be on this.
Get out.
Please stop.
All right, I'll stop.
No, don't. Go again. Go again.
Pile Die is like one of those guys who's been on the Dota scene now for such a long time.
Yeah.
And his experience and all the different teams he's played with like, it's crazy.
You know what
The
I'm
amount of
waiting
knowledge
for?
he's got.
So he's a 5-position player.
Yeah.
At one point, is Pi gonna think, you know what?
No. No.
You know what I want to say?
Yeah, he's going to be like, I want to be a core role. I want to play
No.
1 or 2.
I want to be captain.
That's a good. Sorry, you're right.
That's
Shoes.
never gonna
I thought you were going to
happen
say
in
he's going to get bored because I get bored of being the.
No, I know he
You
doesn't
think
get bored of this
Yeah,
role.
I wonder if because Pi's a very soft-spoken guy, like in real life, and I kind of wonder. But then again, so's Kuro, and Kuro had to learn how to, shout at people,
Yeah.
and we saw it on the true side.
Misery, soft-spoken guy, gets forced
Yeah.
in the captain role, and all of a sudden, he shines. He thrives on it.
Misery was not a soft-spoken guy. He was not.
Fair enough.
Maybe outside the game, but Misery had a reputation for being a bit of a rager.
But Pi gets he speaks up a lot more than what he did in the past.
It's
as
true.
well. So he is
he's a lot more
growing.
confident. Like
Yeah.
if you see him on the interviews and stuff like that, like old Pi would never have done that. So yeah,
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
right, Sheebs. He could be moving towards
So
Captain Pi.
At some point, we're going to see him, evolve to the next level, and I think for him that would be captaining, as you said, a lot of experience there.
Yeah.
And we heard in the video earlier today, Kuro say, it's experienced players. Those are the better
Absolutely.
drafters.
I mean, you can't you can't buy that. You know,
No.
you have to earn it. And I think guys like Pi have been around for a long time. I remember when at the TI3 hub, or was it the TI4 hub?
TI4 hub.
He was there. Him and Sing Sing were just playing
Yep.
Dota for hours and hours and hours.
Yeah.
And Sing Sing would just be screaming abuse. And I was like, I said to Shane, "Geez, how could you play with that guy?" And they heard me, and they were both laughing. But I just couldn't believe it because Sing was like being so mean to his teammate. You fucking moron, idiot! But I don't think he was talking to Pi because Pi's like, good.
Yeah.
I think Envy's happy to see Empire took that hero.
Yeah, but Empire's going to play the support. They did end up picking the Sand King still on the side of Fnatic, by the way. It's a little bit of
Yeah.
catch with that, depending on how much farm he gets, I guess.
This feels like Empire are throwing them a bone. They're like, do you know what, Envy? We're going to take this. let's just take this from your mind. What would be hilarious is if they ran it back. Out of the
Exactly.
court. They were like,
This is
watch
how
this.
you do it.
Yeah.
Kind of saw it at first, like maybe they run this. Because not naming any names, there have been. I heard there were some players who have been testing out Shaman in the mid lane. So
It used to be played in the mid lane a lot.
Mm.
Like that was TI2 era. That was Sing Sing when he was playing competitively.
Indeed, yeah.
Played a lot of Shadow Shaman mid, Lesh mid, you know, those type of heroes.
Visage is interesting here. I feel like Visage is that type of hero. Whenever I watch it, when it comes to lane, 'cause you used to get mid, it has to be the first to hit 6 because a lot of the typical mids you see, they can just suddenly turn around, kill you off before you get those birds up.
Did I say 2002 or 2012? I meant 2012.
Okay.
2002, like you'd be a time traveler.
That was very long ago. All right. So yeah, Visage strong there indeed for Fnatic.
We saw Kuro play Visage already in the
Yes.
DreamLeague, didn't we?
Yeah, and
I think they lost. If I remember right.
no, they won that one. I
No,
think.
Did they?
Because they kept throwing so much on the Visage.
That was the close game.
Oh yeah,
three.
that
was
was
that
the close
GH
right.
one?
That was
With
the one they
Sand
got.
Kings?
No, that was
Oh,
that was
yeah.
the GH one with the Sand King, awesome Sand King plays.
Mm.
And also Fear plays it as a core role, and they have not.
Yes.
EG has not lost with that as a.
They usually
As
run an
mid
IO
push.
in that one as well, though, because it's
Often.
for the AGS benefits.
Yeah.
And then they kind of like, they synchronize around that. I mean, yeah, I don't think you'll see an IO this game.
We haven't seen
Could.
much Batrider compared to when he used to be first phase and everything. I mean, they have tried to nerf him so hard. But like we always say,
Yeah.
the problem is that no matter what you do, the nature of the hero is just too strong. It's too strong for pro teams to ignore it because that one pick can often be enough.
Especially if you're up against this type of lineup, they've got the repel. So what's your choice? You need something that pierces through. Batrider sustains pretty well in the lane.
Yeah. And if you could blow up someone like Sand King, I think that would be almost fight winning in itself. Because then the only stun they've got is the birds. That's it. I think you get rid of SK, and there goes a lot of Fnatic's control.
Interesting. So we see the Oracle banned out by Empire.
Yeah, because it's Terrorblade picked up, nice, but it's the Visage. There's still chances played as support.
This is an interesting lineup from Empire. I like it a lot.
I feel like we don't really see Visage as a support much anymore. It's
True.
just, you've got a slow. It's not the longest last slow, and it's...
Does that mean that they're
Okay.
waiting for DJ as the last hero, though?
Yeah.
Well, they're making you build suspense.
Imagine how long I would have had to wait if I didn't say that.
If you
10.
said every time...
I would have been
this is the DJ
waiting and hoping.
Look,
for so long.
Empire's team is good. They've got good push.
Yeah.
They've got reasonable team fight. In fact, they've got great push with
They got
Terrorblade and
scary
Shaman.
push. Yeah.
They have burst damage with the Tiny and the Shaman as well. Yeah, this is a really good lineup from Empire, I think.
They can
Because
play fast with that.
they've got the jump with the Batrider as well. So whereas you look at Fnatic's team, they have one stun, but they also have paired that with a Razor who kind of wants these fights to go on. Omni's gonna do all right here, I think. The Omni ult will help, but I don't know, man. This Empire lineup is pretty scary.
Yeah, because if you get the Shaman the Shackles already, by the time Omni Knight's got the repel, you're missing most of your health.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe we just see something inspired by some of the games from yesterday. Maybe Empire runs Shaman as a core and Terrorblade as a support.
No. But
It would be
they
adorable to
kind
watch,
of got
but-
a bit of both.
They got a
in
bit
there,
of
right?
both
They're
worlds.
they're playing tribute to yesterday's game.
That would
Nice.
be actually so
That would be
funny.
hilarious.
I mean, this was the team that, like, yesterday is like ha 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 constantly with the line. So
Yeah.
you never know. You never know.
They were in a really good mindset. They said they were relaxed and, at the start of this tournament, they said, we don't have a goal for this tournament. I think that was the team that said that. We're just going to try to get as far as we can and just go with it and see what we learn.
Oh, the lone.
And the lone druid for
for
Envy
Envy.
comes out, and that does mean that the Visage should be, you can see probably who's picking up that Visage.
Pi's got it.
Pi's got the Visage.
Yeah, so you
I
play
like
yourself
Visage.
+5. It is an interesting one because you kind of alert your opponent that you're going to jump on them with the slow. It's over time, but considering you're up, some of these heroes you're up against that are slow-moving targets, you can actually close the gap.
So, Pigeon, you're up first. You
I'm
want to
up
stick with
first.
Empire?
I want to go. I'll stick with Empire. I like this.
All right.
It's strong.
How about you, Ted?
I'm going to stay with Fnatic.
All right, I like this. This is a 50-50 split. Who is going to take this first game? Let's find out with ODPixel and Fogged.
Thank you very much, Steve. Yes, I'm ODPixel. I'm here with Fogged, and we are ready for some more Dota 2 action. It's Fnatic versus Empire. We've just seen the two drafts, Fogged. We're getting a Terrorblade, we're getting a Lone Druid, and we're having the Visage in a bit of a different capacity to how we normally used to see it as of recent with the pro teams.
Yeah, we haven't been seeing support Visage. Not too often at all. Pretty interesting. I think this Terrorblade last pick is really nice, though, I believe, for Empire. Because their versus a Razor, they have some burst damage coming out from like the Visage and Sanking, but the control is limited, like they were mentioning on the panel. So getting off those Thunders can be pretty easy in some of these situations. There's really only Sanking stun and then Visage bird stuns and like a Savage Roar to really counteract that. But Fnatic's lineup, they definitely do still have some strengths. We've seen Envy having a spectacular time on this Lone Druid in recent times.
A lot of success for Fnatic in that sense, and in terms of the two-team matchups, we are going to have to see Empire continue to step it up, which they were able to do yesterday. But Fnatic certainly are going to be a challenging opponent for the CIS side. We'll see how they're able to hold up against them. The lanes at the moment, we have Universe heading down towards bottom. With that matchup against the Bat, and I guess is this what Fnatic intending to just trying to dodge that Bat lane with Envy's presence?
Yeah, they want to have.
elsewhere.
I think they just want to have the Omni versus the Batrider because he can do just fine once he gets the wand up versus that hero. And then this is going to be the pressure lane, right? That's the way that you're going to be playing. You want to play around that Batrider to put pressure on the enemy safe laner. But if it's an Omni, sure, you're still going to be able to pressure him a bit, but it's not the same thing where you want to pressure the game-winning hero like that Lone Druid.
Let's see. In terms of the bounty runes, we are going to see Fnatic head over. Look to push Miposhka away.
Looks like Empire was considering a lane swap for a moment. DJ gets the stun up. Miposhka getting body blocked.
Yeah, if DG could continue to do this,
Miposhka is in a lot of trouble here. 2 seconds to another stun.
they're going to get this here, Fnatic, surely. They'll dive in, get the kill, they've found it. Envy gets first blood thanks to the excellent plays from DJ.
And now they know for sure what the lanes are. So they were kind of switching the lanes up, and now it's confirmed. Terrorblade is going to make the way toward bottom, and Bat's going to be placed up versus that Lone Druid. And dual lane mid. So since they know Razor's there, they want to have the Rubik there to be able to help out this tiny a bit in the last hits. Yoku actually chose to go for the Fade Bolt for the pressure level 1. Thought he was actually just going to lift to break the link instantly, but tiny, very high base damage. You're still able to get those last hits once you get linked up for a couple seconds.
We'll see how Empire do on these side lanes, as you say, now that they've made that swap.
Yeah, now they've got what they want. Now they've got the exact lanes that initially they wanted to get from the start of this game.
And we'll be interested to see how well Arbeck can play this mid lane. He's been having some great performances recently. The Razor a little different, though, to the PR that they normally find him on. Top lane, another go on to Ghostic. Ghostic does get the Firefly off, but DJ doing a good job with the Burrow Strikes to keep Ghostic on his toes and make sure that Ghostic doesn't get the chance to play aggressive onto Envy.
Yeah, this is the lane that, Empire want the Batrider versus the Lone Druid, but it's not the same as when he's playing bottom, and he can actually continuously throw threats onto that Lone Druid because of DJ's positioning. So DJ getting free stick charges at all times, kind of constantly able to push Ghostic off of Envy with those stuns and mana.
That was interesting. You see that?
What?
He resummoned the
but
bear.
the sticky stayed, right?
Yeah, I didn't.
That's an interesting interaction because in the past, there was actually I used to play.
But now the sticky stacks are, is 10, you can't go higher than 10.
No, 10's the max.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I guess I just
max.
never really see 10 be allowed on a unit.
He's going for the kill in the bear.
This bear is covered in the stuff. He's going for the gold.
It's that. DJ's going to get the stun off, but he should be able to get the chase out anyway on the Batrider with these 10 stacks.
He's
got it.
300 gold for Ghostic.
Value.
All right,
And
bottom lane.
too. Miposhka gets the grab onto Pi. Rubik isn't quite close enough, but Miposhka does a lot of right-click damage. Visage is a very slow hero.
Oh,
and
he's
just
got
enough
it.
damage. With that clarity
Wow.
being popped, doing the math.
Oh, so Would the
So,
bear resummon?
I was gonna mention there was something that we used to do in the past. Like I used to play it is you used to be able to break static link when you resummon the bear, but that's interesting that it doesn't actually remove.
Why doesn't it remove
Sticky.
the sticky?
I'm not too sure actually. That's a
Like,
really good interaction.
surely it removes other debuffs.
Like I said, it removes link. It used to remove.
It
It used to
definitely-
remove static link
Yeah.
when you would resummon the bear. I don't know how the interaction works now.
Yeah, that was very peculiar, but hey, yeah, 300 gold for the bout. Yeah, Ghosty, as we say, could be happy with that.
Yeah.
Getting the kill elsewhere, but 1-1 as it stands now.
And that was the resummon bear, right? So Envy doesn't have one for 40
Yeah.
seconds to be able to keep that pressure top.
I mean, I guess you could see why Empire made sure that they could force this matchup. If Ghosty's going to be able to do that each and every time, get a chance to run down the bear.
I'm curious too because like
Is it in?
I haven't seen. Yeah, like I'm wondering because I haven't seen that exact interaction. Actually.
No, I've never seen that. I've never seen that.
Okay. Well, Ghostic's happy.
Oh, he is.
Envy's not. Empire off to a pretty good start. Even though Batrider's got only 6 last hits, that 300 gold is pushing him in a decent position in that net worth. Having Tranquil Boots done.
Trying to do their best to secure each mid lane of the farm.
Nyx going for the toss back.
He's
Got the lift, but DJ's here.
It's going to go in with the burrow strike, but Arbed is getting hit by the tower here. Pops the Fairy Fire, it's not enough. Arbed will fall. They'll look towards Nyx to at least try and get the kill in return, and they do, but it costs Pylite Eye's life also.
Very nice play by Empire.
Top lane again. Ghosting. He's pushing Envy right out of this. He is playing incredibly aggressive on this Batrider.
Going for kills over last hits because he's just suffering too much in that. 15-9 on Envy to the 7-1 at bat. They try to toss back again, but not this time. Cool how they're actually just setting up this dual lane here, and Yoku's being very greedy. DJ does find the connection onto Ghostic here.
Hey, he's got the Firefly up.
He's got a haste rune though. Dead.
Yeah, didn't have the mana there. Going for the Flame Break rather than the Firefly.
Yep.
And with that haste rune, DJ not only being able to find the bat, we'll go in for a bit of a touch onto Nyx.
I bet it's got 100, pretty much 130 damage, so we'll be able to last it just fine, and Nyx will suffer a bit on that tiny. But I do like how they're doing this full dual lane in that mid lane with the Rubik, and Yoku's being much more greedy than yesterday.
It's close things so far. 3-3. Fnatic.
Envy's still farming incredibly well up top, even though.
Oh, I mean,
he's
all
under.
3 cores.
Yeah.
Ghostic making a bit of a try onto Envy.
DJ's here this time though.
And they'll turn with the burrow strike with the right clicks from Envy. They're going to have this.
To get the root. Easy kill.
DJ doing a good job of making sure that Envy can keep on top of that top lane. Same time down bottom though, FN was able to find Universe with the meta.
They're able to get the grab, and Envy already has a Dominator on Lone Druid. It's 5 minutes in. The ideal timing, so you're able to steal the catapult from the opposing wave. So we'll probably see him actually be able to put a decent amount of pressure in this top lane from this Lone Druid if he does actually go for the catapult. But he actually takes a neutral creep instead. Bottom, the shackle comes out.
So if they are going to push too hard as they know the Universe has got the purification. In fact, Fnatic, they just turn. After Chaco, Universe looking towards Miposhka. FN trying his best to finish off the Omni Knight. Can he do so? He can't. Universe will survive. And it will be Fnatic claiming the life of Miposhka and forcing FN back.
So I was saying something on the panel earlier when about Empire, actually saying that I feel like Ghostic is super crucial to their team, and right now he's definitely starting to suffer. He got the kill on the bear initially, but he is dropping far on that net worth, and Envy is all the way at the tippity top. And the pressure already on the tower top. They've got to make a response to this. They don't want to give up a tier 1 so early.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
They've got to do something. I mean, you could see you have the Rubik around. Go for a play instant root though on Ghosty because he goes for the Firefly and the Roar as well. It's just going to push the bat back. Yoku will still try for an attempt. Gets the telekinesis. They've got 3 stacks on Envy at the moment, but Ghostic is just being kept at bay by the bear. DJ's come through as well. Ghostic is in a bit of trouble here. DJ will chase him down, right click down the bat. Fnatic get the kill, and now Yoku, he's going to be forced right back by the bear. They've got the
DJ's here again
Troll
with
swimming
Arcane
and
Ring.
chasing. They have the control. DJ will look for the body blocks, making sure that the bear could continue to punch in. Envy, incredibly low. He's running himself away. There's the resummon. He'll get the first hit root, holding Yoku down. Envy gets the kill. Flame Break's going to be attempted for. Envy does get hit, but it won't be enough damage to bring down the Lone Druid. As Envy, I mean, him and DJ are doing a great job on this top lane. Sure, at the start we saw Ghostic able to get the bear, but since that, it's been all on the up and up for Fnatic.
Great movements from DJ in this early game. 3-0 far, involved in all the kills. Miposhka, bottom. Duking out with Pi, but DJ's now here too. Miposhka, very dead.
Easy pick up for Fnatic. 2k lead now. It's slowly starting to climb up.
You hear what Shadow Shaman says there? Don't kill the messenger. I haven't heard that line before. In Universe, even though he did die down bottom that one time, Ghostic actually able to find a solo kill on Envy there. Wow.
All right.
That was guess Envy just stuck a bit too much while he was low.
DJ will go for a bit of a rundown onto Ghostic. It's going to be hard to do much with as Yoku is there.
Ghostic needed that kill so badly to get back into this game.
And Envy gave it to him. Has to be careful, Envy, when he's on his own. As we've seen the last few times, he's been relying on DJ to make sure that he can come out on top of the plays, but when DJ's not there...
He was playing so consistent. I mean, that, right, like Blitz and Cap said yesterday, right? They were like, oh my god, Envy is this most stable character, and then dies right afterwards. So every time you give Envy praise, something like that's gonna happen. But their lanes all looking really good for the side of Fnatic. Like Universe, sure, he died that one time, but they're able to still get a lot on this Omni Knight. About a 1k gold lead. And they're continuing to pressure top with this tower being pretty low. They want to secure it. Ghostic.
See what they can do here. They'll open up onto the bear, trying to make sure that Envy doesn't get the last hit, but Envy still does. They'll find the tower. Again, these roots that Envy's been getting. Each and every time, I swear, he gets it first off when the bear goes for the contact.
They're continuing the chase, too. They've got the movement speed to catch up.
If he gets... Oh, hang on.
He's okay.
Yeah, they sort of hesitated there with the bear.
Oh, he turned.
Yeah.
The rotation's coming in from Nyx. And Miposhka, they're going for Envy here.
Can he get that root? This time the RNG doesn't seem to be quite there for Envy as he's in trouble. The rotation from Nyx is tiny enough to burst him down. They look towards DJ. They haven't got anything to cancel the TP.
Yoku with the heads-up play there. Kind of baiting them into that.
Mid lane. Arbed now able to find some pressure onto the tier 1 tower with Nyx moving up to the top lane. FM will swoop around towards middle though with the remainder of the Metamorphosis. To make sure that Arbed doesn't continue to get that free damage onto this tower.
Nyx and FN are having incredibly good games, but Ghostic really suffering in this early game. 1-4 on the bat when they gave him the matchup that he wanted.
And this is a bat as well that we saw Ghostic did get a solo kill on Envy, but it's not been enough to get him back in as of yet.
They really need this Batrider to have a Blink Dagger too in this game. Like, him and Nyx are crucial to getting Blinks to be able to start the fights versus Fnatic's team. Because you look at Fnatic's lineup, and they're all about like that group and go, right? When they get that Radiance online for the Lone Druid, it's all about them just sieging and pressuring. So they really need these two big cores on the side of Empire to have those Blinks to kind of throw Fnatic off guard. They're smoked up, or invis at least on Yoku. They're trying to get a wrap around here on Abed. Got Lasso available too.
See what they can do at Envy and Pi. They'll lead him. They'll look towards Ghostic. Ghostic immediately with the Firefly gets himself over the tree line. He's out of there. Envy's trying for a bit of the chase, but Ghostic just that little too speedy. Keep his distance, and the smoke for neither party is going to find too much.
So DJ is about to pick up the Blink Dagger. Universe getting combo down, has the heal.
He's also got the repel as well. And goes for the repel. G8.
Doesn't have mana for TP though.
No, didn't quite do the maths there. He will still get telekinesis dragged back. Nyx with the toss. He's going to be close to finding the kill, and they will. The right click from Yoku finishes off Universe. DJ coming in with a return play. Has the epicenter looking straight towards the Tiny. Chasing down Nyx, and with the Solar Station from Pi, it should be enough to bring Nyx down. Nyx actually finds the kill.
The kill.
Amongst all the chaos. So the high HP of the Tiny, enough to keep him alive against the initial burst from the epicenter pulses.
Still an 11-minute Blink Dagger picked up from DJ. Top Envy, finding a free kill here on Miposhka. Miposhka's very far out of position. There's no tower there, no nothing. That was okay.
Bottom Pi was starting to try and look for Yoku in the tree line. Yoku keeps his distance, and Yoku, yeah, 2k gold on this Rubik.
Yeah, he's being, like I was saying, I like that he's being more greedy this game, because that's what he did. That's not what he was doing previously in the series when he was suffering a bit. So he's going to have a pretty well-timed Blink Dagger in comparison to that Sanking that has that Blink already on the side of Fnatic.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Let's see what they can do with this Fnatic. They'll go for the smoke.
Bit concerning for Empire that the 4 support Sand King has Blink Dagger before the Tiny and the Batrider.
And it may just get them a kill onto one of the two of them. Ghostic's going to show mid. They're going to look for the lead in straight up. They'll go with the Burrow Strike. They do not have the Epicenter, but they will not need it by the looks of it to go onto Ghostic, or maybe they would have. Ghostic is actually going to live.
I think the Flame Break actually pushed the Hellbear Smasher away before the Thunderclap went off. So I think that extra slow would have been enough to kill Ghostic, but that Flame Break, clutch.
Fnatic, that is their Blink Dagger reveal. And as you say, they may have got it quicker than the members of Empire, but they don't get any action with it straight off the bat. DJ will continue to invade. Miposhka and Nyx are around. DJ goes to lead in. Nyx is going to throw out the Avalanche to try and help him out. The stun's coming out for the bird, holding back both of them. Nyx will keep himself to the side of the second one. He'll survive. Miposhka still alive for now. Does get off the ultimate, but he'll finally fall. Ghostic.
They're trying to get a kill back here from Empire. They're even committing meta and running in with the Terrorblade. They've used wards now to Ghostic, getting stunned up and rooted. He will go down to Abed. Abed getting a double kill here.
Yeah, this turn up from Abed, helping them really swing things around. FN did put the meta.
This is so awkward for Empire.
They've got to run now. Universe is going to go straight in with the lead in for DJ. The perfect Blink Burrow Strike catches out a couple of them. They're going to get the triple kill for Abed. Nyx will get out of there. But Fnatic turning up with the full 5-man. Abed making the correct decision to turn in and help the team, getting himself a triple kill out of that movement.
Empire just, like, it's awkward movements, right? They're taking, look where the fights get taken as like they drop the Shadow Shaman wards trying to take this fight. They even commit TP from FN to try to take this fight, but they don't have the catch. They don't have Blink Daggers on the Tiny. They don't have Blink Dagger on the Batrider either. And now Ayoku has actually switched the build-up. He bought the Arcane Boots and now is going for a Yule Scepter, so not going to have that early blink on the Rubik. And Fnatic, they're getting Roche. Oh, Empire.
And these are some big swings starting to favor Fnatic. 5k lead now.
DJ's been all over the place.
This Sand King plays.
4, 1, and 9, involved in 13 of the 15 kills. It's the DJ special.
It is. He's been absolutely doing it so far. Empire.
Bottom. They will at least find the bear. 300 gold.
That will be
I think Ghostic got the last hit too, so Ghostic now has the blink.
He's got the money. Look for this tier 1 tower down bottom, Empire, but Fnatic, they are starting to eye up the tier 2 top. As they begin to push the wave around Empire.
They've at least got their double blinks now on Empire, but the problem is that they're facing versus that Aegis on Fnatic. And like we're mentioning, Fnatic's lineup is all about that group and go with what they've got. They've got the drums as well, they've got all these auras being able to benefit them to push. While Empire, they want to look for these pickoffs until their Terrorblade gets big enough to actually take these fights.
And there we have it, another tier 2 down. Fnatic continuing to pressure on this top lane.
They're not slowing down. They know the meta was expended in the last fight.
They know that they've got the strength here. How can Empire try and put a stop to this? 15 minutes in, and their base being pressured.
It's pre-Radiance, pre-Relic as well. Fnatic just trying to force some reactions back. They do, and now they're going to continue to push out these Suns. FN pushed up pretty far here. DJ's in position.
They're looking for the kill on this. Can they get the catch onto the Terrorblade? FN's trying for the Jukes in the tree line. DJ does go for the Burrow Strike. He's not going to find the connection. Same time up top. Empire will move out, chase down Pi, find the Visage. And FN did manage to TP out to safety there.
That was clutch. I really thought FN would get caught there, but eating that tree, the perfect tree to be able to cut around and get the distance away from DJ. Ooh. Empire, they're smoked up. They've still got Lasso available.
Abed's got an invis, so he could sort of dispel the whole movement and attempt here. We'll see if he reveals himself mid. He's staying underneath the cover of the invis room for now. Empire starting to move across the river. Looking to weave in between that tier 1 and tier 2 tower. Abed. See where he heads. Can Ghostic find that Blink Lasso?
I think they know that the rest of Fnatic is behind this now, so they're being a bit more careful. But they have to be able to play this fast-paced game, right? They have to be able to find these pickoffs, at least, is what I mean, with the Batrider and Tiny. Because playing versus Fnatic's lineup in a 5v5, it's not going to work for Empire until they have this Terrorblade online, and he is still quite a ways away from that. Top lane, though.
Drop the wards here. Look for this safe tier 1 push. Fnatic, do they want to do anything about it? Pi, at the moment, he's around by the Ancients, cleaning them up with the Familiars. Ghostic is going to come across. Might look to
Says
jump
hello.
in though, just a little too hard as Fnatic are also pushing in that mid lane. FN, with the help of the team, does claim the tier 1 tower top. His money's still looking good. He's second highest on the net worth this Terrorblade. FN still considerably farmed at this stage, but it's going to be hard to keep up with Envy once the Radiance is there. And the recipe just about 500, 600, yeah, about 500 gold away from having it on Envy.
I'm really impressed how farmed Abed is, to be honest. This is a Razor who's ahead of the Lone Druid and the Terrorblade in this type of
BKB.
game. Full BKB finished already, level 14. Incredibly farmed.
Did an
At
excellent
bottom.
job, especially considering he was pressured at the start in the mid lane. Top
Exactly.
lane, Nyx goes in for the jump onto Pi. Have they got the burst? DJ's going to come in with the burst strike, trying to save Pi. Won't be enough, as Empire still find the kill. But Empire, they've got to react to this. It's coming in on the bottom lane. Fnatic, they'll pop the drums. They're onto the tier 3 tower. This time, this is the push with the completed Radiance. Yoku trying to come forward. Nyx as well goes for the combo onto Envy. Envy, he's just standing his ground, hitting onto the tier 3 tower. They'll try and savage roll them back, but Envy's not going to clip any of them. And Envy, in fact, he's falling low. The purification comes out. They're trying to keep this Lone Druid alive. He is going to have the second life with the Aegis. Envy standing still for a moment. They're almost accepting his fate. He will fall. Same time, DJ did manage to finish on Miposhka. Can Empire kill him a second time? Doesn't look like they can.
The bear, though.
They'll look for the easy gold.
Yeah.
And they'll take it. They do get the plus 300.
They forced a lot of reactions back, and that's the meta forced as well. So I think Fnatic, right when meta goes down, they can still look to take these fights.
Yeah, they can
even though
sweep
they
towards mid.
Yeah, even though they used Epi, they've got the strength in like the group up factor. Empire, though, they can't really slow down too much. Even if they don't have meta available, Ghostic has to go for these pick-off opportunities whenever Lasso's up. Just don't let Fnatic group up.
I'll bet Shiva's Guard to be the next item on the shopping list.
Mm-hmm.
Making
Just
sure
trying
that
to tank up
yeah.
versus that Terrorblade.
they certainly do have the advantage at the moment. Fnatic will see if they continue to use it. And they have found a pick-off. Ghostic caught outside his base. This part of the jungle, even though it's on his own half of the map, not safe to be in with the way that Fnatic are moving across. And without the bat, there's sort of that potential threat eliminated.
There's no glyph.
Someone being caught on the high ground attempt.
No glyph, no meta. It's go time for Fnatic.
Ults will be dropped straight away. By Miposhka, Nyx trying to look for the jump in, but in fact he's going to be on the to be jumped upon. They'll find the burst strike, and Nyx already brought down to half health. Has to be careful here. At the same time, they do bring the bear back out of the tier 3 range. The other lane's not really pushed in too much by Fnatic.
No, they send the bear home to heal, but they're going to back up as soon as the Bat Rider's respawning. It's still always that fear, right? When you're pushing high ground versus a team with Bat Rider, that's how you just throw your advantage away, getting someone pulled into base and starting a fight 4v5.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything too crazy here, Fnatic. They know that they've got a lead, and short down the line, facing a late game Terrorblade would not be something that they want to plan to do so with the Raze as such.
Mm-hmm.
But they will always have the Envy Lone Druid. And that is certainly going to be a threat at all stages of the game.
They're farming pretty decently on their supports, though, this game. Like, DJ, as we mentioned, got that very early blink, 5, 1, and 10 involved in 15 of the 17 kills. And Pi even has Medallion and Drum. This Pi Die we're talking about here. Miposhka getting stalked by Centaur. The birds as well.
Him. Got the movement speed, closing the gap. Miposhka.
The 4-step on the Centaur? Okay.
Got the stun, they've got the root, they've got the kill.
That was sick. DJ put that force on Envy's. Poor Miposhka being chased by an army. And now they're looking to threaten.
I mean,
high ground a
Ghostic's
bit.
coming from behind, and will find the jump onto Envy, dragging the Lone Druid up to the high ground. Nyx is there with a combo. Is it going to be enough to bring him down? Envy pops the Savage Roll, won't save him. They found the pick-off there. That wraparound from Ghostic as he came back up from the bottom lane. Caught Fnatic off guard. They'll take one, now looking to jump in again, but again with the Centaur Stomp, they get the stun on Ghostic. Ghostic forces himself back. DJ with the Epicenter in on top of the Terrorblade. They found him. FN's gone for 50 seconds. He does not have buyback, and Ghostic will fall as well.
That was a fresh meta as well expended. And they claim that mid tower too. So they lose Envy, but getting some big kills back afterwards. I think that's just fine for Fnatic. I think they're really happy with that. 8k lead now.
Exactly, they're keeping the lead. Empire may, for the time being, be able to defend their base, but they're still unable to get themselves ahead of Fnatic, or at least begin to close the gap between the two teams. As we got the Mystic Star finished on Abed, that Shiva's guy getting closer and closer mid lane. DJ, he's found the jumping onto Nyx. They've got the slow. 4-Staff will be there to try and save the Tiny. You know, we'll take Paladin's attentions away from Nyx. He'll turn towards Miposhka. Miposhka will be forced back. They have the Blink pick up now on Universe as well, so those saves are going to be even easier for the Omni Knight to find.
Yeah. Fnatic's not slowing down either. Every single time, like Envy respawns, it's not like he goes bottom to push out the lane or anything. Lane's in a decent spot. They just want to keep this aggression going.
Yeah. And you see with Envy's micro anyway, he doesn't need to be down there. He's got the bear going down.
Yep.
Clearing the creeps out with the Radiance Burn. And making sure that it's almost impossible for Empire to try and push out one of these side lanes. So with the creeps cut bottom, there's going to be a problem. They are going to try and kill the bear.
Very aggressive smoke coming out from Fnatic in the meanwhile, though. They smoke in the enemy jungle. They're making their way toward Envy's bear. They're going to be able to get there in time, it looks like, to protect it.
Yeah, the bear's going to live for now. Oh, they've got the combo for Nyx. Is it enough? That should be DJ will come in. They have lost the bear. But Fnatic, they're going to look to try and turn. They know that Empire's blown quite a bit on killing that bear. As they look towards Nyx on the Tiny, nuke him down with the Soul Assumption, find the kill. Nyx is Tiny down for 50 seconds. They have the familiar stun, Pi with the micro, holding down Yoku. The Burrow Strike follow-up comes in from DJ as Universe gets the double. They pick up both. And Abed, meanwhile, was still in position on the mid lane, keeping that wave shoved in.
So farmed on this Razor. 203 last hits. Has the full Shiva's guard finished after that BKB.
This is crazy. I mean, as I said, it was for me sort of an interest on how well Abed could play on this Razor. We've seen him blow us away quite a few times on heroes such as the PL.
Envy gets found here.
And they're going to drop the ward straight away, but DJ comes in with the Epi Burrow Strike, trying to look to save this man. Can he get him out of there? The Hex comes through. Envy's still alive for now, but it won't keep him up. Envy does still fall, but Fnatic will look for the return kills. They'll get the Shaman. Ghostic tries for the TP out, but DJ's in with the Burrow Strike. As Fnatic will make Empire pay.
Every time they lose one thing, they get multiple heroes caught back afterwards. And that was Envy. He didn't have his bear available anyway, so now when he respawns, he will have at least one of those.
And they did have to expend the Shaman wards as well, so Miposhka is going to be unable to find any objectives anytime soon.
They've been pretty much kind of stuck on their side of the map anyway,
Yeah,
so I
sure.
think he has to be able to take the fights with Serpent Ward rather than going for those towers, as we usually see. Which usually is not the dream when you're playing Shadow Shaman. You want to be able to hit those towers with your wards.
They just couldn't hit that timing, as it seems Empire, despite finding those side lanes that they wanted to try and force themselves.
I mean, DJ's just been everywhere, right? He's been making plays on every single lane from the beginning of this game, just securing his cores. Wow, Pi's level 15. Second highest level in the game.
He's having a good time on this Visage. Bottom lane Nyx trying for the combo. He's actually going to miss the avalanche, and with that, Abed's able to walk it off. Heads down the lane. They can't get the catch. And now Abed's ready to come back in. He's got the backup of Universe.
Envy getting lassoed on the side.
Can they kill this Lone Druid in time before there's any sort of reaction? They've got the Hex onto Envy. Envy's still pretty beefy. Repels there from Universe, and now Envy's ready to turn with the bear onto Ghostic. Ghostic getting beat down. They've lost the ban on Empire. Miposhka as well will be forced away by the familiars. The rest of Fnatic, though, they're looking for the base. They're looking for the bigger kills. They'll chase down FN. Universe will continue to follow up on the kill attempt to Miposhka and will find the setup for Pi and himself to finish him off. 11k lead now for Fnatic, 26-12.
And Roche is up now too. They can just make their way in there. They've got the bear. Envy will scout it. And the rest of his team will run over.
Top, Nyx again. He's tried for the attempt on DJ, but it's been a few times now where we've seen Nyx jump in and just quite been unable to get the combo. And with them going into the pit, very unlikely that Empire can do anything about this with the speed that Roche will fall. Empire, they do have everyone back up. They are TPing over Ghostic.
He's going to try to first go
He
for
is
steal
going to
here.
try. Can he do something phenomenal? They needed Empire. Roshan falling solo. Ghostic is going to try for the play. Jumps in.
The flame
He
break.
gets the snatch. Ghostic grabs the Aegis and will take it away. Fnatic still got the kill, but Ghostic able to deny Fnatic of that luxury of the Aegis. But towards the mid lane, it's not great news for Empire. Nyx tried for the TP out, but DJ, he was in with the Burrow Strike. The Tiny in trouble. He will fall. He does have buyback.
That was so well played there by Ghostic, though. Throwing that flame break to push everybody away from that Aegis. Sure, Abed does get the cheese. But denying that age is from Fnatic.
It's the little things. I mean, the problem for Empire, though, they need a lot of them.
Yeah, they do. FN is delaying his BKB as well. He's gone for finishing the Hurricane Pike, and Fnatic, they're looking to close this one out already here, going for this high ground. There's a glyph available for Empire, but Fnatic are very strong right now, with a full Aghanims on DJ as well.
Let's see what they can find down here. Fortification comes out from Empire. Arbed and Envy standing their ground, pushing in onto the tier 3 tower. It's very hard for Empire to get a look at on this one. As the tier 3 tower will fall, jump forward, Ghostic goes for the lasso play, drags them back. Universe is in though immediately with the GA, giving the safety for Arbed to back out of there.
DJ was off the mark with that stun there, trying to counter-initiate versus that Bat Rider. They expanded GA, they don't want to risk anything down here now. Glyph was forced though, and I believe Meadow was forced as well.
Slowly starting to find and break an opening in terms of really getting in and taking away a barracks from Empire.
Fnatic could definitely still look for a fight here. There's no lasso available, and Meadows getting lower and lower here.
Meposhka reveals himself. DJ able to find the opening, closes the gap. Arbed actually jumping past the Shaman. He's trying to look for more behind Meposhka, as he'll let DJ and Universe give Meposhka the slow but sure rundown. The rest of Empire weren't quite there though, so Arbed doesn't find anything else in terms of kills. For now at least, he does sweep all the way towards top. Fnatic just playing it safe, making sure that they have all waves shoved in.
Yeah, Empire's, they're kind of feeling like you see like some desperate moves coming out. You see the tiny cutting top wave. You see Rubik trying his best to push up bottom. They actually aggressively glyph to save the creep wave bottom on the side of Fnatic, while Yoku is trying to push it. And they send the bear and Familiars down. They're looking for the catch.
DJ tries for the blind stun.
Just off the mark.
$16K lead for Fnatic.
Abed's gone for a Blade Dagger on the Razor now too, to be able to get into those backlines, get on top of that Terrorblade.
It really is crazy how farmed Arbed is.
Yeah.
I mean,
He's keeps.
I mean, the fact that he's a clear
ahead of Terrorblade
3K
so much.
ahead of the Terrorblades, yeah?
Level 20 as well.
I mean, we saw a strong performance on the Razor from Coach Mad yesterday. Yeah. Arbed.
I mean, everybody
trying to one-up it.
Everybody on the side of Fnatic's having incredibly good farm, as we were mentioning. Pi is incredibly farmed too, but Ghostic gets a lasso onto DJ. The repel comes out.
Instantly onto the Sankey. Keep it DJ safe. Arbed just pots the BKB, moves straight towards Yoku and begins to force back the rest of Empire. Yoku trying to create the distance with the stolen Burrow Strike, but DJ's there with the OG. Burrow Strike comes forward, catches out the Rubik. The space is there for Fnatic to pick up the melee racks. Envy leaves the bear in to push down and take the range, or at least try to. The bear will lose his life for that one.
They got what they came for, though. Envy's going to resummon, get the last hit on the range tracks. They're in such a comfortable position. 20K gold lead.
Pi.
8 toasts on Pi.
I just brought it straight up. He was saving up the money.
I haven't seen Pi this farmed in quite a while.
I really wonder if we could expect to see more Pi Visage in the future. He's having a pretty impactful game with it from a position that, as we said at the start, is sure one that we know that the Visage can be played in, but definitely one that this hero has not been favored in recent Visage performances and appearances in pro games.
FN's just queued up an MKB. Feels like, I mean, they have huge damage issues built to clear out Fnatic's hero, so he does feel like he needs to solve that tool. Very close to the MKB at least, but the fights just seem so difficult for Empire.
They're going to try though. They're coming in with the smoke. They're looking for the opening. Jump forward straight away onto Envy. Begin to drag him back. They've got the Familiar Stones holding back FN, but still they'll try and fight forward. GA comes out for Fnatic. Empire have to back away, but DJ's there, closing the gap. Epicenter onto Ghostic. Ghostic, he should fall here. Burrow Strike from DJ, finds Yoku, and DJ immediately jumps past, looking for more. Yoku's still alive for now, does have the stolen GA, but the root from Envy holds him in place. He'll be used up into the air, but Yoku, he's trying to get out as much as he can before he goes down, but he will still fall. Meposhka does find the shackles, but the cheese is there. Arbed can turn, he can clean up, finds the double kill, looks towards Ghostic. DJ on the side, finally finishes off Nyx. As Empire, they came out for a last huzzah there with that smoke. It was not successful as Arbed gets a triple. There's 4 dead on Empire. They just could not fight into Fnatic with the lead that Fnatic have.
They'll buy back on Yoku, but Ghostic and Nyx down for 40 seconds or so without buyback available.
Just having far too much farm, and even insult to injury, Abed kills the Hyperstone that was picking up FN's MKB, and now they're gonna go top, close this game out. They just have such a luxury of items from this commanding net worth lead, and GG is called.
A very impressive game one for Fnatic. No doubts about it. The Pylite dive, Visage, whatever you want to say. It was great. The Envy Lone Druid as well. Added ups and downs in the laning stage, but overall, I mean, he had some fantastic farm at the start, got a great Radiance timing. And the fact, as you said, we were seeing Fnatic putting the pressure on, even at the point where they didn't even have a relic on the bear.
Yeah, they were just trying to close it out because like Empire's Blink Daggers came out so late. The Tiny and the Bat Rider needed to get early blinks in this game for them to get the ball rolling, for them to make space for this Terrorblade. But the fact that DJ gets a blink like 5 minutes before the core is on the side of Empire is just such a big problem. Empire, they're gonna have to fix a lot of issues coming up for this next game.
Absolutely so. We'll have a short break, ladies and gentlemen, but then we'll be back for Game 2 between Empire and Fnatic to see if Empire can step it up or Fnatic can continue and look for the clean 2-0 sweep.